Hello and welcome to another In a Nutshell video. In this video, we are going to look at topic 3C in the Christianity component of the Religious Studies A-Level from Eduqas. Topic 3C looks at feminist theology, which is theology that considers Christianity from the perspective of women. In this video, we will be looking at the ordination of women. Ordination is a ritual, or for Catholics, a sacrament, that sets someone apart for a special role in the Church. In the New Testament, there is no description of ordination, but it is made clear that some people are set apart for certain tasks, and they are given the titles of bishop, presbyter, or deacon. Historical scholars argue that there were many women in leadership positions in the early church. For example, Junia is a female apostle who, in the letter to the Romans, St. Paul describes her as prominent among the apostles. Other women have also been considered as important apostles by the church, including Mary Magdalene. Some argue that these women ministered to other women, but there are others that argue that they ministered to men as well. Also, in the New Testament, there are possible references to female deacons. This is found in Paul's first letter to Timothy. However, it was rare to see women in leadership positions in the church until the most recent few decades. Many translations of the Bible had translated the name Junia to Junias, as it was seemingly unlikely that a prominent apostle, as Paul describes her, would be a female. There are a number of arguments against women being ordained. These include the idea that God became incarnate in the form of a male, and Jesus only appointed men as apostles. Ordaining women, some argue, could damage the unity of the church, which has historically only ordained women. And some look towards Scripture to argue that women are forbidden from leadership in the church. However, there are counter-arguments to this. Jesus taught both men and women, and many passages in the Bible refer to his ministry as being inclusive, and ministry in general being inclusive too. In the early church, there is evidence that women were deacons. More significantly, though, is the argument that not ordaining women has led to the historical suppression of women. In the Church of England, the vote to ordain women was passed in 1992. In 1994, over 1,500 women were ordained in the Church of England. However, over 470 male priests protested and left the church. Instead, they chose to join the Catholic Church, which allowed them to continue as priests, even if they were married. In 2015, the first female bishop was ordained in the Church of England. Today, most Christians belong to churches that do not ordain women. The Catholic Church does not allow the ordination of women, and in 2022, Pope Francis made it very clear that only males could be ordained, and this cannot be altered. Pope Francis compared the Petrine ministry for men, which is the ministry coming from Peter, and the Marian ministry for women, which comes from Mary. Pope Francis referred to Mary as the Church's model of holiness, because she totally surrendered to God. In 2023, a gathering was held in the Catholic Church to discuss pressing issues, and there was a general consensus that women needed to have their roles promoted in the church, but there was little agreement on how this should be done. In the past, some have argued for female deacons in the Catholic Church, but this has led to fears that this could open the doors to female priests in the future. In those churches that do allow female ordination, there are still issues. Women clergy have to fight for maternity rights in some denominations. Inappropriate questions have been asked at interview panels for female applicants, and some congregations are reluctant to welcome female ministers. Also, many women find it difficult to access more senior roles such as bishop. Thanks for watching, and make sure you press the subscribe button down below.